Musharraf indicted in the assassination of former Prime Minister Bhutto. How much strain will this put between the military and the civilian authorities in Pakistan? Wall Street Journal World News editor Peter Saidel joins us from the foreign desk to discuss. Thanks for being here, Peter. Musharraf was the president, and then Benazir Bhutto was the Prime Minister. He's been arrested and indicted now. Give us the rest of it.
Well, Musharraf was president until 2008. Right before he stepped down, Bhutto returned to Pakistan to pursue election, and she was assassinated in December 2007. Subsequently, Musharraf left the country, went into exile to avoid self-imposed to avoid all sorts of prosecutions, and returned this spring with hopes of perhaps reclaiming the presidency.
And now he's been indicted. He's under house arrest. Now, there are civilian authorities in Pakistan. There are also military authorities. There's going to be strain here. He's part of the military, or was part of the military. He was known as General Musharraf before he was known as former president.
Yeah. He was army chief before he claimed the presidency. And historically, the Pakistani military has been the most dominant force in the country. But just now Pakistan is completing its first transition from a civilian government to another civilian government. The military has
through election. That's the first time it's ever happened since the partition, which happened back in the last century.
That's right, back in the last century. So the strains now really depend on the extent to which the military decides we want to defend our former leader, where their allegiances lie. And at this point, it's kind of a wait and see. I think Musharraf came back to the country thinking that his military remains powerful, the forces that support him are powerful enough to kind of stifle the judiciary, stifle the democratic process, the government. But the prime minister in power now is the same man he deposed in a coup to take power. The judiciary now is the same judiciary that he sacked in 2007.
So, I mean, this is, quite frankly, I'll simplify it, it's a mess, right? It's a complete mess there. I mean, this is not, this is like a buzzsaw you don't want to walk into. You've got the civilian courts, you've got all the old military. I mean, this could end up being ugly, or it could end up being very orderly. What's the best guess of the smartest people in the room? What are you hearing?
At the moment, it's moving along relatively quietly with some semblance of judicial process, but at the same time, anything could happen, and I think everybody there knows that even a trial for conspiracy to murder could simply fall apart.
Okay. We shall see. There'll be a lot of interesting stuff written about this. Thank you very much, Peter Saidel from the foreign desk here at the Wall Street Journal.